Welcome Minneapolis High School and USD 239 fans to Russell, Kansas for this broadcast of Minneapolis High School football versus Russell High School here on September 23rd, 2016. It's week 4 of this 2016 season, and tonight two squads will meet each other that have identical 1-win versus 2-loss records. They have a common opponent, that being Sacred Heart, both games which were played in Salina 1 week apart. In the first week, Minneapolis lost there by a score of 38-8, and the following Friday, Russell lost to the Knights by a score of 41-0. Russell beat Ellsworth by 8 on their opening night here, and then last Friday lost to Southeast of Saline here by a score of 42-20. We're going to have the national anthem, and we'll continue the pregame here. Very good job by a young lady from here in Russell, high school student that's a member of the band. Don't know her name. A very good job. All right, back to pregame here. This is Dale Leach, probably joined a little bit later by Scott Osherman. A little bit about the season this year for Russell. Through the first 3 games, Russell has been outscored by an average of 34-16. In comparison, Minneapolis has been outscored by an average of 24-12. So they've had 10 more points a game scored against them, and they have scored 4 more points a game than we have. Last Friday versus Lions High School, Minneapolis had a breakout game, spotting the LHS Lions 13 points in the first half. They then came back and scored 22 unanswered points in the second half to gain their first win of the season and broke an overall 12-game losing streak for the program dating back to the last playoff game of 2014. Last week, the Minneapolis Lions defense began to dominate the LHS Lions while the offense racked up 380 yards of rushing offense led by Evan Keating's 208 yards of rushing. The series between Minneapolis High School Lions and the Russell High School Broncos dates back to 1996. This is the 21st game in the series, which Minneapolis leads 13-7. The record at Russell is even here at 5 wins versus 5 losses. Last season, Russell won by a score of 34-17. A week ago, last Friday, Russell compiled a total of 343 yards of offense versus Southeast of Saline, all of which were on the ground, except for 78 yards passing. Russell yielded a total of 518 yards on defense, 340 which were by passing. Makes me wish Minneapolis were a passing team, but we're not. The leading rushers for Russell was their quarterback, number 4, Alex Windholz, had 192 yards rushing. And second leading rusher was number 45, Kelton Suchi, at 79 yards. Both are seniors. Their quarterback, Alex Windholz, was 9 for 18 with 2 interceptions and the 78 yards. They are coached by Jeff Buell, B-U-E-L-L, Buell, in his third year here. It's 6-15 in the previous 2 seasons. They have 43 members on their squad. 10 are seniors, 11 are juniors, 13 are sophomores, and 9 are freshmen. So good-sized squad, about the size you'd like to see, quite honestly. The sun is going down, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem with the camera here. Always is a problem when we come here to Russell and I've got to face the camera into the sun facing west. But the sun is rapidly dying out, so hopefully that won't be a problem for too long. There was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was, so we'll be back. Okay, the team captains are out on the field. At the pregame toss earlier, they didn't motion who was what. Like Russell must have won the toss. Has chosen to kick off. Minneapolis will defend the north goal. Russell will defend the south goal. The wind is out, gusting out of the southwest, probably 15, 20 miles an hour. Kickoff at game time will be approximately 86 degrees. So the temperature is bearable. The wind not too bad. And we're joined by Scott Usherman. Welcome, Scott.
Howdy, sir. Sorry about that.
No problem.
That's the advantages of just kind of sliding in. And how are you, buddy?
Good. Doing very well. A key tonight, their quarterback, Windholz, is 5'11", 190 pounds. He was their leading rusher last week. Forgot the amount of yards. I wrote it down earlier, talked about it. And had 78 yards passing. 5'11", 190 pounds, so he can move and he can punish some with that weight. So our defense can have to see what we can do with that, but obviously their strength is rushing.
And numbers. They got a lot of kids.
Yeah,
Did you give the breakdown?
43 kids, Pretty even classes. Evan Keating had 208 yards for us last week. His strength is north and south running. He doesn't really get much going to the outside. He's not that extremely fast. So we need to see what we can do to open holes up the center of the line like we were doing last week. Excuse me.
Yeah, we did a really good job of coming off off of our left side last week. We saw weakness and we took advantage of it.
And the other big difference in that game was in the first half, we kind of sat back and let them do what they wanted to passing-wise. They didn't really have a lot of a rushing attack, but we started attacking them through the line in the second half. dominated that. Be interesting to see what we can do this week versus primarily a rushing offense.
Trayvon Thomas back, as well as Tristan Hawk for Minneapolis at the 10. Levi Osherman, Derek Peschel at the 20. And at the 35, I believe, is Derek Friel, and I can't tell you who the other one is. I can't see his number. So Russell will kick off, Minneapolis to receive as we get ready to go for Friday night action. Kick is up, and it will go deep, and it's going to go.
Oh, get on that ball. Ooh.
Goes into the end zone.
I was just going to bounce on about the one there.
And it did bounce. Luckily at the inside the ones, or inside the 1 yard into the end zone. So fortunate there. So
I guess kids had a better perspective on its trajectory down there in the field than I did here. So we'll take over on our 20-yard line.
Brubaker will bring his squad up to the line of scrimmage, and they will send to the outside Lane Sanders out to one side and Flegler out to the right-hand side. They've got three in the backfield. We've seen this full pistol set is what you called it.
Yeah. And I'm probably wrong, but I don't know what else to call it.
And they go to Thomas, and Thomas throws up. He's got Flegler wide open at the 40, 50-yard line, 40, 30, he could go, 20, he's got one guy to beat, he could get it, and he's going to do it. Nice job by Flegler as he goes all the way from the 20-yard line. A quick open pass by Trayvon Thomas as he hits wide open Flegler on the outside.
80 yards.
Nice job by the Minneapolis coaching staff. A great pass and a great first touchdown by Flegler as he was wide open.
Coach Hahn is not afraid to pull the trigger. We've seen that over the last two seasons. Sometimes it's paid off, sometimes it's not. Tonight it paid off. We've seen that exact play last year that was thrown over the receiver.
Yep. Nice job by Minneapolis. And they kicked the extra point, and I believe it's good.
Yes.
Nice job, and that is the first extra point kick by that's been made by Villapando this year. Nice job by Minneapolis.
At the 11:46 mark, the Lions come in and stun Russell with an 80-yard pass.
Man, that is awesome. It's a great first job by the Lions as they come out with a big, quick pass play. First play. Nice job of the Minneapolis Lions.
I wanted to make a statement. Flegler, he's 35, is he?
Number 35. And he was wide open. He had to actually come back for the pass. And I'm sure they had done game film on this and saw that we run the sweep to the outside a lot. Mm-hmm. And Trayvon Thomas had a great pass to start this out.
Well, and it's good to see that he's got an arm. I had heard that coaches talked to him about maybe playing quarterback this year, but he declined. So it doesn't surprise me that he can sling it.
So Russell will be back as they will. Minneapolis will come out to kick. Villapando to kick for the Lions. 7-0. 11:46. 14 seconds into the first quarter. Nice job of the Lions, and we are ready to kick. Villapando, and he kicks it, and they kick it on the ground. And they do field it at the 48-yard line, and that's where Russell will take over. So.
That does not surprise me that we didn't kick deep. It's not in our forte.
Russell will come out with twins out to the left, one out to the right. And their quarterback is in a shotgun with one in the backfield. He drops back, he will hand it off right there, and nice job with the tackle right there is number 72 for the Minneapolis Lions as he gets a great job. Chase Donovan with the great tackle in the backfield for a loss of one.
Beat a blocker. He had a blocker right on his back when he was making that tackle.
Second 11 coming up, and I will try to get names and numbers from the other team, but I couldn't. This is
Windholtz is the quarterback. I can tell you that much.
Twins to the left again, one to the right, and Windholtz will keep it, and he goes off tackle, and he gets the outside, and he's going to have a first down. Brubaker takes him down after a gain of about 13 on the play. Brubaker with the tackle. And what number is Windholtz?
4.
Russell will come back up at the Minneapolis 38-yard line. Twins to the right this time. Trips to the right, excuse me, one to the left. They drop back. They're going to pass. Quick little inlet, and there's an incomplete pass.
A little low. That was to number 2. That's 78 yards passing last week versus Southeast. He threw 2 interceptions.
And I didn't hear the outcome of that game.
42-20, Southeast.
Southeast. And what's Russell's record on the year, Dale?
1-2, like us.
1-2.
They lost Sacred Heart 41-0 after we lost 38-8.
Drops back. He's going to hand it off. He's got a pancake block right there, and he's going to have the outside. He's going to have another first down as he gets out to the 25-yard line, and that is a gain of another 13 on the play.
I believe that is Suchi. He was their second leading rusher last week.
And who is that?
Suchi, I believe. 45.
One to the right, one to the left, and they've got 2 tight ends tight. They're at the Minneapolis 25 shotgun. They will hand it off to the halfback again. Villapando gets the tackle right there at the line of scrimmage.
17, the ball carrier.
Now that is
no gain. 2nd and 10 with 10:16 to go in the quarter. Slot right.
They put one in motion. They will go to that halfback, and he lumbers forward. He's going to get to about the 20, a gain of about 4, but there is a penalty flag on the left-hand side. We'll see what it is, and it is legal procedure by the Broncos.
So that'll move them back 5. Would be back to about the 30, I believe.
First penalty of the night for either squad.
2nd 15 coming up.
And they will go back to that shotgun formation. They'll send one in motion, and they will fake the handoff, go to the inside, and oh, nice block right there, and he will have it down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. Nice blocking by the Broncos. Unfortunately, they will be close to a first down.
Ball carrier was number 24. Third and 4 coming up for the Broncos at the line, 19-yard line.
They drop back. They will. Oh, great job right there. Minneapolis with a great tackle there by McKinney as McKinney drops them for a loss of 1. Nice job by McKinney. Loss of 2.
Yep. 4th and about 7 coming up.
All on the 22-yard line as they will line it up. It looks like they're going to try to kick the field goal, and they are.
I did not watch any kicking practice during pre-games.
So this will be a 39-yard kick. Is that right? No.
Yes, 29 plus 10.
39-yard field goal attempt. That's pretty good for a high school kicker.
Yep.
Good snap. Is up, and it looks good. Oh, and it goes through. Yep. It hit the crossbar and falls in. Wow, that's a.
Those count.
That does count.
So at the 8:22 mark of the first quarter, the Broncos get on the board and lead the Lions, or trailing the Lions, 7-3. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back as the Lions are set to receive the kickoff. Our bothersome sun will be gone here in a few minutes. Peering over into the west side on the camera. And we get ready, and they will kick. Last time it went in the end zone. This time it's kicked
towards Thomas, and it's going to go over his head and it'll go in the end zone. So Thomas lets it bounce, and it will go in the end zone, and Minneapolis will take over at their 20. You know, that's one advantage other teams have had against us. If they've got a kicker, we've not been able to do much on the kicking side as far as deepness goes.
Kicking with the wind at his back right now, which has to help.
Yes.
The wind is dying somewhat. Well, see what else coach has got up his sleeve here.
7-3, 8:22. Full backfield. Brubaker in a shotgun, one receiver to the right, one to the left. And they will go to Evan Keating. Evan had a great night the other night, and the ball's on the ground. Oh, we get lucky there. We do recover it.
Gain some yardage out of the fumble.
Fumble recovery by Caden McCulloch, number 24, as Keating gets an initial boost of about 9 yards, but the fumble and the recovery, nice job by Minneapolis.
So 2nd and 1 from the 29 of Minneapolis. 7:50 to go here in this first quarter.
Shotgun formation here on 2nd and 1. Minneapolis up 7-3 early in the first quarter. Brubaker, he will hand it off, and he's going to go to McCulloch, and McCulloch has nothing as he's dropped for a loss.
Going to give him forward progress to the 28. So a 1 yard loss.
So 3rd and 2.
Yep.
Shotgun formation, and they will go to Villapando, and Tyson gets forward progress to about, they do not give him much for forward progress, O'Dale. Short by a half a yard as Tyson gets 1 yard. That was not a very good spot. Looked like he was at the 30. They did not give it to him. Gain of 1.
It's going to make 4th and 1. Will we kick it or will we go? We're in a running formation. It'll be after a quick short kick if we do kick it.
And nope, we're not going to get it. Oh my goodness.
And they come up.
They come up tight and they get us and they drop us, and that's going to give them great field position at the 30-yard line. Wow, Dale. Minneapolis comes out, gambles on that one, and I don't blame them. We've had some success with Brubaker running the ball behind the line, and this time their line was able to collapse on us, and we get nothing. Turnover.
So a 9-yard gain on the first play, and then it's 2 more plays than nothing, and we get the ball up.
And they will hand it off, and Minneapolis does a nice job of dropping them for a loss of 1.
Suchi, 45, the ball carrier.
Loss of 1, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. One to the right, twins to the right this time, one to the left. Drops back, he's going to fake the handoff. Quarterback keeps it himself. Oh, good cut in, and he's going to be up for a touchdown. So, wow. The Brubaker did what he was supposed to, Dale. He forced him inside, but he did not have any help on that. And the 30-yard touchdown run by the quarterback.
Winholtz. That's at the 5:41 mark. The Broncos take the lead. Like I say, coming out of the game last week, he led their squad in rushing, almost 300 yards.
And he will have the extra point getting ready to be attempted here. High snap, and the kick is up, and it is good. Pretty good kicker right there, Dale. And he does not do the extra kickoffs either, so.
So 5:41 to go in the first. It's Russell 10, Minneapolis 7, as Minneapolis gives them the short field. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back as the Broncos of Russell will kick off for the third time in this quarter.
10-7. This time we'll see if we get a return. We've started at the 20 each time. As we get ready to go, kicker is to kick, and that is Schroeder. This time he kicks it towards Trayvon Thomas, and he once again lets it go over his head. Dale, I don't know about that. I'd like to see us take that and maybe turn it upfield a little bit. You know you're going to get it at the 20 right there by letting it go. It's easy for me to sit up here and say that. So
might be coach's instructions.
Yeah, it might be.
Knows?
I know that the two up backs, Pichel and my son, both have specific instructions, and it may be the same way.
Mm-hmm.
If it's over their head at the 10, or at the 10, they're not taking it. So that's why we're doing this now.
That's right.
Okay, we come back out for our third possession of the night. As shotgun formation. He pitches outside and gets it up, and a gain of 1 on the play.
Keating.
Keating gets the 1 yard run. Good tackle there by the Broncos, open field there. They've got some size there, Dale. And
they do. They're not huge.
No.
But they match us very well.
They will set it up here. Minneapolis back to that full pistol. They will go back to Keating one more time, and he's going to get up to about the 28-yard line. I'll tell you, Dale, their spots tonight have not been friendly. Been watching that or not? So, gain of 7 on the play.
Up to the 28-yard line.
So third down and a long 2-3 yards there. Scoreboard calls it 3. Brubaker in a shotgun. They will go to Villapando, and
nothing doing.
Nothing. And a penalty flag right there.
Ball carrier's back, marked at the 22.
Russell just got penalized for number 86, Garrett Riley, a junior, personal foul, and that will give Minneapolis a first down.
Flag was at about the 28. And the ball is moved out to the 39.
He's still getting his behind chewed by the coach.
I imagine so.
15-yard penalty, and that, as you said, moves it out to the 39. A break for the Lions.
Their second penalty of the night gives the Lions first down at our 39.
Brubaker in a shotgun.
Our first down of the night.
And they will go to Thomas. Trayvon, nice job by Trayvon Thomas. Gets the outside, has the first down, still on his feet with his helmet off, and he'll go out of bounds as his helmet was pulled off at the Bronco 46-yard line. Nice run by Trayvon Thomas with the 14-yard carry. Nice job by Trayvon to get the outside. Trey is a hard runner, and he's got some size on him. He's a load to bring down.
We move it into Bronco territory at their 46.
4:02 left to go here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for Brubaker, and he will inside handoff to McCulloch, and McCulloch is going to get out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play. We'll bring up a 2nd and 4. And
timeout.
Called by the Broncos. So the Russell Broncos take a timeout here at the 3:33 mark, 10-7 in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. Broncos with the lead, but Minneapolis in Bronco territory. You're listening to Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be right back. Immediately, but so welcome back. 3:33 left to go. Minneapolis in Bronco territory at the 40. Full backfield for Brubaker. One to the right, one to the left. And he's going to fake the handoff and drop back to pass. He airs one out. He's got an open man. Nice job, and he's free. Nice job by Minneapolis as they're going to get the touchdown as Lane Sanders breaks a tackle, and he goes 40 yards for the touchdown pass. Nice job by Brubaker.
We have not been a passing team. We have 2 touchdowns via the pass tonight in 2 attempts.
I turned around and smiled at the coaches, and I'm thinking, awesome, nice job by the Lions. Brubaker gets his first pass completion, and he's not had very many completions this year, and that's a nice pass. And once again, receiver Sanders had to come back and get it, but he did, and he turned in and went for a touchdown. Villapando to kick the extra point, and is it good? Nice job by Tyson Villapando as he gets his second extra point. Wow, 14-10 here in Russell. Minneapolis with the lead.
Amazing. I'm sure what we have done with the pass tonight is shocking the Russell coaching staff because they have not seen it on film.
It's shocking us. So nice job by the Lions. We'll be right back.
That was a 35-yarder, was it?
40-yarder. 40-yard pass completion. Villapando to kick. Minneapolis up 14-10, 3:24 in the first quarter.
And that's just going to help our running game if they have to respect that pass.
Yeah. Villapando to kick. And it's, nice job. And Trayvon Thomas kicks it, and it's picked up at the 25-yard line. And there, he breaks out of a tackle. Nice job as they get it, as Villapando gets him down, as well as coming out of the pile, number 23, Crew Martin. Nice job by the Lions as they will start at their own 40. Nice job. That's a little bit of dipsy-do as Trayvon Thomas kicked the ball this time.
Yeah,
Not Tyson Villapando. Broncos will start at their own 40. Their worst spot of the night. Twins to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield. And he'll hand it off to the halfback, and he gets the outside and is going to have a gain of 6. Is
that 11?
I cannot see their numbers, Dale.
That's, I think, was 11. Is there an 11 on the program?
No, there's not.
Well, it's not 11. 12?
There is a 12.
Yeah, it's a 1-something.
Shotgun, one to the left, to the right. They go to the halfback again. He goes up the middle. Nice job right there as he gains 3 on the play. Will bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's Suchi, 45. That was not necessarily a good spot either. Going to be a little over a yard short.
One of the things that right now the Bronco line is really having their way on the defensive side as well, pushing us back, and on the offensive side they're pushing forward. Their front line's pretty solid so far. Twins to the left, one to the right. Shotgun. The quarterback will keep it himself, and he's going to be bottled up.
Yes.
He will
Short
not
of the
get
first
it.
down.
Nice job by the Lions to stop him on that as he gains 1 on the play. Will bring up a 4th and short.
Half a yard short. You would think they'd go for it.
Yeah, I think that'd be almost a no-brainer. 138. Minneapolis defense going to have to get in here tight. Twins to the left, one to the right. And they will drop back. And he's not going to get it. Nice job by the Lions, and they go in hard, and they drop him for a loss.
The linebackers
nice
were blitzing.
Linebackers has Tyson Villapando as well as number 26 for the Lions, and that is Clay Goddard. Both of them get in there and drop them for a loss. Nice job of the Minneapolis Lions.
Well, each team now has gone for it on 4th down, and each have failed.
Minneapolis starts with their best field position
Yes.
at the Russell 47-yard line. One to the right, one to the left. Brubaker in the shotgun. And they will go to Keating. Keating goes off that one side, cuts back in. Nice job by Evan Keating, and he should have the first down. It's close, and it does look like he does. Nice job by Evan Keating as he gets the 11-yard run, enough for a Minneapolis first down.
Second first down rushing.
Evan Keating doing a great job. He had a great week last week, and he's starting out well tonight with about 30, almost 40 yards.
Now that pistol tailback slot.
And he goes back to Keating again, and this time they bottle him up in the backfield for a loss of 3 on the play. This time they read that perfectly, Dale, and they got through the line and they bottled him up.
Makes second and about 13.
36 seconds left in the quarter. They will come up with a second and long here. Minneapolis will have to snap it, I believe, and they do. And they go to Thomas and Trayvon, a little bit of a low snap, and they get it up to about the original line of scrimmage, a gain of about 3 on the play. They give him 2.
The 3rd and 11 coming up as the second quarter will come around. After 1, the Lions lead the Broncos of Russell 14-10. We'll be back going the other direction here in a minute.
Welcome back to Russell, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Oshman here on EV Communication Channel 20 as the Minneapolis Lions will have the ball here on the Bronco 37 here with a 3rd and 11. Trent Green, DJ Green out to the left-hand side. And out to the other side is Lane Sanders. Full backfield with Thomas, that split back. Brubaker in a shotgun. Drops back. Throws quickly, and it's over the head and incomplete. And another
flag?
No flag, but there should have been. So.
Another 4th down coming up.
And they're warning the kid they should have penalized him right there.
4th and 11.
4th and 11, Minneapolis will line up. Looks like they.
I assume we'll go for it.
Yeah, I assume so. You might see a pooch punt depending on where he's at. Doesn't look like it though. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun 4. Drops back to pass. Throws it. Oh. Tries to go
There's
a little
late
screen.
flag in the defensive backfield.
I believe that's probably going to be on us. We had a receiver, we had somebody downfield that shouldn't have been downfield. We'll see for sure. No, it's against the Broncos. Wow.
That would be an automatic first down. Wow.
So I don't remember what that penalty is.
Well, it might be 5 yards, but it's automatic first down, I do believe.
It's from the line of scrimmage. We'll see where it's at, or from the spot of the foul. First down.
It'll be first down no matter what.
Wow.
10-yarder or 15?
It's 15-yarder. So another big penalty on the Broncos, and I once again I saw McKinney and one of them down the field. Didn't see what it was for. Minneapolis gets another first down because of a Bronco penalty. Minneapolis now at the 22-yard line of the Broncos. Full backfield for Brubaker. Hands it off to McCulloch. McCulloch will go up to about the to the 16-yard line, maybe 17-yard line, gain of about 4 on the play. Actually, gain of 5.
2nd and 5 coming from the 16 of the Broncos. The Lions on the move.
They will send DJ Green out to the left and Sanders out to the right. They drop back. They pitch it. Nice pitch on the outside to Keating. Keating's going to cut back in. Great job by Keating as he cuts back in. Good sportsmanship. I give Russell some credit on that one. The guy drilled Brubaker is a good, clean tackle, and he helped him up. That's some positive sportsmanship when you see that.
1st and goal at the 9.
Nice job as he gets the first down. A gain of how many on that play, Dale? About 6.
Yeah.
Was that Keating?
Yes.
So Evan with a nice little run right there. After a good option pitch. 1st and goal for the Minneapolis Lions. Brubaker will hand it off to Thomas. Thomas goes up, and he's going to have a touchdown. Nice job, Trayvon Thomas, as he goes in from 9 yards out with the touchdown. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas with, I believe, his first touchdown of the year.
I think so.
Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions. We've had some firsts tonight. And first passing touchdown of the year.
First starting off the game with the lead.
So nice job of the Lions as they take the 20-10 lead. And Villalpando will try to make it 3 for 3. Brubaker to hold. Good kick, good snap, and it's up, and it is good. Nice job by Tyson Villalpando as he hits his 3rd extra point of the night. Nice job by, I like to let that roll off my tongue, Villalpando. Nice job, Tyson.
21-0 is the score here. If they change. Believe me, it is 21-0.
It is. 21-10. They just haven't changed it yet.
We'll be back.
Then we'll kick off here. Welcome back as the Minneapolis Lions take the 21-10. They still haven't gotten that up on the scoreboard. There they go. Thank you. I just wanted to make me sweat a little bit. Last time Thomas kicked, this time Villalpando to kick, and he kicks it on the ground again, and
the Broncos covered up at their 49.
Yeah, I think teams have seen that on us, and we're going to have to watch that. So
either that, or we're going to have to perfect how to do that onside kick.
So the Broncos will take over at their 49-yard line. Broncos will send twins out to the left-hand side, one to the right, as now they're heading into the wind. And they will hand it off. Ooh, nice block on the outside. Oh, my. Wide open block. There's a hold right there, no call. And he breaks a tackle, still on his feet. He will get all the way out to the 13-yard line. There is a penalty flag. Thank you very much. I saw that right there, Dale, and it should come back. I saw yep, there was. Nice job by the Lions, as I saw that at about the 40, and they did hold the guy back as he was going through, and that will come back. Big relief for the Lions right there.
45, Suchi was the ball carrier. 10-yard penalty from the spot, which is at the Minneapolis 39.
It'll take him back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well,
not quite. So
yeah, be a 1st and 9 coming up with that.
That was a good block, as the guy would not have held on, but nice job by the Lions. So gain of 2 on that run, or 1. Twins to the left, one to the right. They'll send one in motion. They do pitch it to him, and he gets, should have been dropped in the backfield, and luckily, finally, he's taken down by Lane Sanders at the original line of scrimmage. Minneapolis had him pinned back.
We had about 3 cracks at him back there.
Shifty little runner right there as he does get back for a gain of 1. But nice job by Lane Sanders to finally get the tackle.
2nd and 8 coming. Ball just inside the Minneapolis half of the field.
$9:52 left to go in the first half. Twins to the left, one to the right for the Broncos. One in the backfield with the quarterback. He hands it off to that one. And nice job by Villapando. Nope. Yes, Tyson Villapando with a nice tackle as he gets in from that linebacker spot and gets the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play.
Suchi, 45, the ball carrier.
Will bring up a 3rd down and 9. Tyson did a great job of crashing in from the linebacker spot. Twins to the left, one to the right. They'll bring the one in tight. Shotgun formation. We might see their first pass of the night. And he drops back to roll. Great job by the Lions right there, as this time number 52 for the Lions. And that is Keegan Williamson gets in and gets the tackle and a penalty flag.
What is the flag? I didn't see our player do anything, unless it was a mouth.
Personal foul against the Broncos. Wow. Wow.
Oh, my.
That is huge, Dale.
4 penalties on the Broncos here in the first half, most of them very costly. Two of them for first downs. That was a 12, 13-yard loss. Now tack 15 yards on it.
Yeah. So a big loss on the run of about 8. Was that their quarterback that ran?
Yes. It's back to the 27 of Russell. 4th and 33.
Tristan Hawk back to receive the punt. And they will punt the ball. Good snap. Oh, not very good punt. Nice job. Let it go, let it go. And they do. Minneapolis will have a great field position at the 34-yard line.
I think that got caught up in the wind.
Yeah.
It was a high one.
Wow, nice job by the Lions right there. Great job.
That's 2 drives in a row now that the Lions have made the stop. That was aided by
great defense. Lions, they had great field position, and we pushed them all the way back. Minneapolis now has the ball at the Russell 33-yard line.
It's about where Russell took over on that very opportunistic drive where they scored the touchdown.
Oh.
They jumped on the line.
Yeah, McKinney jumped. And that's our first penalty of the night. Yes. They flinched, and it caused us to jump. The defense can move as long as they don't cross over, and they didn't. And it caused us to move. Once the offensive line comes set, they are set. One to the right, one to the left. 1st and 15. First penalty of the night for the Lions. Dale, you keeping track of penalties?
Yes.
And they will hand it off to McCulloch. McCulloch is going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
That was the first Lion penalty of the night. 2nd and 15.
Lions will come back up as they will have DJ Green to the left, as well as Lane Sanders to the right. Full package in the backfield, and high snap to Brubaker. Brubaker's going to go the outside. He cuts it up and gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A gain of about 4 on the play. Nice pursuit by the corners of the Broncos. We will gain 4 and bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 11. That's a pretty good gain for having a high snap and having to bring it down and get composure and take off.
3rd down and long here. They've got the board at 3rd and 10, but the sticks say 3rd and 11. Full backfield. Sanders the right, Green in tight on the left. It's a good snap. Pitches the outside to Thomas. Thomas Gets up to about the 25-yard line. A nice carry. It's going to be about 2 yards short, a gain of about 8 on the play.
Definitely a position where the Lions will go for it here. It's going to be about fourth and three,
4th and 4, somewhere in there. So
first down marker is at the 23. The marker is at the 26. 6:58 to go here in the half.
Thomas in the backfield with McCulloch and Villapando. Brubaker, the quarterback, one the receiver to the right, one to the left, and we've got a timeout. So Coach Hahn calls a timeout, so we will take one with them at the 6:47 mark here in the first half. Minneapolis with the lead, 21-10. We'll be right back. You're listening to Eagle Communication,
yes.
Channel 20, Minneapolis. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Russell, Kansas. Dale H. Scott Oshman here, coming up on a big fourth down as the Minneapolis Lions have a 4th and 3. As McCulloch will line him up. Shotgun formation, that full backfield. He'll hand it off, drops back. He's going to pass it outside.
Little short.
And it will be incomplete. And they had that read pretty well. Even if Tyson would have caught that, I don't know that he would have gotten very far. They read that very good.
So they hold us on downs for the second time.
Minneapolis is a good thought, Dale. Just couldn't quite get it. Broncos will take over at their own 26-yard line, 6:37 here in the first half. Twins the right for the Broncos. Drops back. He's going to keep it himself, and he's not going to get anywhere. Nice job by the Lions as Jace McKinney as well as Tyson Villapando in on that. Villapando had him, and McKinney finished it, and they will have no gain on that play. Nice job by the Lions. Actually, a loss of 1 on the play.
2nd and 11 coming up.
This time they're going to send trips out to the right-hand side, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield. Drops back. He's going to have a quick little pass to the outside. And nice job by Green as well as Flegler. And they get about a 2-yard pass completion. Maybe 3 on the play. Yep, 3-yard pass completion.
They're going to mark it at the 28.
Just a little pass out to the flats.
3rd and 8 coming up.
Minneapolis needs to hold them right here, Dale. Force a long 4th down, force them into a punt situation. They can punt back into the wind. They will drop back to pass. Throws it up in the air over the receiver. Nice pass, but he overthrew his receiver. There is a flag, though. So I think they had movement in the backfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did. I saw that. At least one guy, if not 2, took off early. I think I would decline it.
I think I'd decline it as well.
And they can punt into the wind again. It is a legal procedure.
And they do decline it. So 4th down, and they're going to line it up to punt.
4th and 8. The Lions have a pretty good chance to start another drive in very good field position.
Their punter back at their own 11-yard line. Much better punt. Watch out. And it goes,
takes a Russell bounce.
This time, yeah. Much better punt and a much better bounce. Minneapolis will have it at their 37-yard line. Much better punt for the Broncos as their quarterback, Windholtz, was the punter on that one. So we'll take a break. You're listening to Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be right back.
Okay, 5:04 to go in the half. The Lions with the 1st and 10 at their own 37.
One the right, one the left, same formation we see most every time. And they will go in there up the middle. And nice job by Keating as he breaks through and gets it all the way to the 35-yard line. A big run right there as he gets a 28-yard run right there. Big run by Keating right there, Dale. Right up the gut.
He is a good north-south runner. That's just all there is to it.
Big run by Keating as he gets all the way up. And a quick count. Keating gets right back at Keating. And this time he gets back and hits at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Keating. Second.
Yep.
Maybe a loss of a half yard on that one. 4:40.
Second and 11 at the 30.
It's a great run by Keating. I may not have given him enough yards on that run. It may have been closer to a 30-yard run. Shotgun formation.
Went from the 37 to 35.
And Trayvon Thomas will get it up to the 32-yard line, and that's a gain of 2 on the play.
So about 28 yards on the run.
That's what I've given him. So
yep.
Thank you, Dale. I appreciate you. Vote of confidence there.
3rd and 7.
McCulloch comes out and comes in for Minneapolis is number 21, and that is Brendan Strickert. I'll tell you, Brendan is a junior, and just watching him on the JV side, very talented young man, is doing a really nice job on the JV side. So he's a junior, exciting to see. Good snap, and they will go back to Villapando. Tyson goes up the middle, and there's a flag. He breaks a tackle. He's going to be down to the 5-yard line, but there's a flag, and it may come back.
In the defensive backfield.
And Minneapolis is already coming back like it was on them. Nice run by Tyson, but it is a holding.
Markers at the 27, 28. A great run by Villapando.
So that will be backing up to about the 36 on that run. So we'll bring up replay 3rd down. Is a nice run. Unfortunately, it's not going to count.
Ball's on the 37. 3rd and about 12. $3:17 to go in the half.
Shotgun formation. And they will go back to Villapando again. Tyson's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, a gain of about 3. So 4th down and 10 here.
Ball is at the 34.
As the lines will come up here. 4th and 9, 2:39 left to go here in the first half. Lions 21-10 with the lead. Green to the left. Sanders to the right. Full backfield for McCulloch. Keating is the halfback. They will go to Keating. Keating is not going to get it. And he's going to get a gain of about 2 on the play, but that's going to turn it over on downs. So Russell Broncos will take over at their own 33-yard line, 32-yard line, 32 and a half. So.
Yep.
2:21 left to go here in the first half. 21-10 Minneapolis with the lead. Broncos will come up with twins out the right-hand side, one to the left. Have a tight end on the right-hand side as well. He's going to drop back to pass. Throws it, and incomplete as he tried to go to the halfback. To the tight end coming off of that right-hand side. Incomplete pass.
Still a little bit of breeze out of the southwest. Not near as much as it was at game time. So the wind is a little less of a factor, though still there. And the Broncos are going into it.
2:16. Twins out here to the left. They will this time go to the halfback. Breaks a tackle in the interior line. Nice little run there. Gets up to the 35-yard line before our linebacker core and our safety comes up to take him down. A gain of about 3 on the play.
3rd and 7 coming up from the Bronco 35. Clock is moving at 1:53 to go in the half. So 65 yards for the Broncos to go to get the pay dirt.
Trips out to the right, Twins to the left. Low
Fumble.
snap. He's got plenty of time, though. He steps up in the pocket, throws deep, has a receiver, and it's incomplete. Whew. Wow. Had the receiver wide open out there as well, Dale. He was open big time. Safety comes over and talks to DJ about that. Luckily, he does not catch that, brings up a 4th down.
That ball was a dribbler across the field after the snap.
And they're going to punt the ball.
Took the fortunate roll for him. So the clock stops at 1:29 to go in the half. Lions could get some decent field position for their next possession.
And it takes Minneapolis bounce this time, but still a good punt. And Minneapolis will take over at their 41-yard line. So 1:22 left to go in the first half. Minneapolis with the lead, 21-10, and they had the ball.
At their 41-yard line. We'll keep it here. The Lions break the huddle. Sanders wide right, Green left.
Full backfield for Brubaker. And they will go to Keating, and Keating is hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They have their left side linebacker is a little guy, but he is not afraid to get in there.
No, he's not. He's not. I can't see what number that is. Is it 24 or is it 44? It's got to be 44.
36.
Yeah. Oh, 36?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 5'4" sophomore, 133 pounds. Man. So. And they will go back to Keating, and another loss as Keating gets nowhere, a loss of 2 on the play.
Clock is running under 40 seconds now. Be a 3rd and 12 coming up. Probably one more play run.
And Russell's going to call a timeout. So Broncos call timeout. 34.7 seconds left. 21-10. Minneapolis in hopes to take this into the half. We'll be back. Minneapolis with the lead, 21-10. We'll be right back.
Welcome back for the last 35 seconds of the half.
Minneapolis with the lead here on Bronco territory here. Has a nice turf field for the Broncos here.
3rd and 12. Their second year, I believe, of using this field.
Yep.
At least second year we played on it.
Shotgun formation for Brubaker. 3rd and long. And they will go back to Trayvon Thomas. Trayvon goes up the middle and has the first down.
Woo!
Good job by Trayvon Thomas as he gets all the way to the 38-yard line. A big run right there, Dale.
Now we should take a timeout.
As he gets a nice 23-yard run right there.
Which we do take a timeout.
Nice job by
second of that.
Trayvon Thomas with a big run right there as he goes right up the middle. We've had some success with that, Dale.
Yes, we have. And it's good that they can't key just on one runner.
No, it's been, we've had Keating has had runs up the middle. Thomas has had runs up the middle. Villapando had a great run up the middle. It was called back because of a penalty, but we've had some big runs up the middle. McCulloch has had a couple runs, so nice job by the Lions.
So the ball is at the Broncos 38, 1st and 10, 27.4 seconds left on the clock. They either need to go to a pass play or bust a big run.
We have one timeout left. Minneapolis will go back to their same formation. A high snap. Brubaker keeps it, and he's not going to get anywhere, and he will be dropped at the line of scrimmage. So a high snap.
And we take our last time out of the half.
And that's at 18.6 seconds left.
I don't believe that's what we wanted to do there.
I don't think so.
We'll be right back.
Welcome.
Well, I was about to say if we had a Yoxel still, we could line up and try a field goal, but I'm not even sure that would make it a...
I'd make it a 49-yard field
Yeah.
goal. Oh, no, it'd be more than that. It'd be a 56-yard field goal. So.
Yeah. And that's a little longer than Alex's school record. So
Minneapolis will come back out here. No timeouts left. One to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation for Brubaker. 18.6 seconds left.
Not Alex, but Andrew.
Oh, and we jump again.
Yeah. They add movement, and we jumped. Two of our guys jumped. Got a little antsy in the pantsy there.
Yep, two of our guys jumped, both on the right-hand side. Drops back to pass. Has pressure coming, comes out of it. Nice job by Brubaker. He's going to go to the outside and get it outside. Nice job by Brubaker to get out of bounds. We'll stop the clock. A gain of maybe 2 on the play with 11 seconds left. Great presence of mind by Brubaker to get to the outside.
They're going to mark the ball at the 43.
So gain of 1. So 11.4 seconds left here. They had pressure coming from the right-hand side. Minneapolis was looking for a pass on that. One to the right, one to the left. Drops back. Ooh, pressure coming again, and he's going to be dropped. So nobody picked him up on that outside, and they drop him way back, and that's going to end in the half.
40-yard line of Minneapolis.
So big sack right there.
But the Lions, after one half of play, lead the hometown Broncos by a score of 21-10. We scored on the second play of the first half, I believe. First or second play, and have led ever since. We'll be back with a wrap-up.
Welcome back to Russell, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman here as the Minneapolis Lions had the lead at the half, 21-10. And Dale, I'll run through some stats, and I'll let you come back through some stats as well. Good first half of football for the Lions. They came out and just hit them hard with the very first play, an 80-yard pass completion from Trayvon Thomas to number 35, Kobe Flegler, as Kobe was wide open. They didn't see it coming, and he outran the defender to get an 80-yard touchdown run. Nice job by our touchdown pass completion. Russell came right back and answered with the field goal. And then it was kind of back and forth. Actually, Russell took the lead on the next possession with a long touchdown run by their quarterback. And then Minneapolis came back and answered on a drive and got a touchdown run by Trayvon Thomas. We missed one. That was a touchdown. Oh, it had a touchdown pass to Sanders, and then had another touchdown by Trayvon Thomas to give us the 21 points. So stats-wise, as far as total yards, Minneapolis was 28 rushes for 121 yards. Evan Keating had 11 carries for 59 yards. Trayvon Thomas had 6 carries for 58 yards. I like that balance, Dale. It's nice to know that you can go either direction and get either one of those guys at any given time. Passing-wise, I'm pretty sure we had 2 incompletions. I didn't have one of them marked, but I was thinking
we're like 2
for 4. Yeah, I was pretty sure that I missed one marking it in my book, so I went ahead and added that to it. 2 for 4 passing, 120 yards in the air, as Minneapolis with a nice mix. We would have had more yards. It would have been for that sack at the very end of the ball game. That was a loss of 15 on that sack by the Broncos.
And that might have been generous.
Yeah, it probably was. For the Russell Broncos, 19 carries for 71 yards. Most of that coming on from their quarterback, as he had about 35 of those yards. They were 1 for 4 passing with 3 yards. Their 2 highlights was a field goal, a pretty long field goal. I can't remember, maybe 38-yarder.
It was 39.
39-yard field goal. So nice job there by their field goal kicker, and then the long touchdown run by their quarterback.
Yeah, the Broncos scored on 2 successive drives there in the first quarter at the 8:22 mark and the 5:41 mark. The 30-yard run after we gave up the ball deep in our territory to take that 10-7 lead. And then we've scored 2 touchdowns since then to lead them 21-10. 5 first downs for the Lions. Let's make that 6. 4 by rushing, 2 by penalty. And the Broncos have 2 first downs, both by rushing. Minneapolis with 3 penalties, the Broncos with 4. Most of our penalties have been mediocre as far as distance is concerned. The Broncos have been very costly. They did give up 2 first downs by penalties.
And then pinned themselves really deep on another one.
Yeah. So 14-10 after 1 quarter and 21-10 here at the end of the half. Scoring review, the 39-yard field goal by Ewers at the 8:22 mark of the first quarter, and at the 5:41 mark of the first quarter, Windholz at the 30-yard run around the left side, if I'm not mistaken. Ewers with the kick to make it 10-7. Our first score was at the 11:46 mark of the first half. First play, I'm sure, of the game for us. The 80-yard touchdown pass from Thomas to Flegler. Built upon to with 3 kicks. Sanders had the second touchdown with the 40-yard pass from Brubaker, and Thomas with the 9-yard run. Minneapolis with 7 possessions. The Broncos with 6. I think we each gave up the ball on downs like at least 2 times, maybe 3 times apiece. But the Lions made a statement right away, coming out and scored on that first drive, and I'm glad to see that pay off for Coach, because that's at least the 3rd time I've seen him do that.
Yeah.
And both the other times it was wide open, and we just could not complete. And it was wide open again tonight, and this time Thomas got the ball right where it needed to be, and Flegler made the excellent pass reception, and it was Katie bar the door for the 80-yard touchdown run pass completion.
Very surprising, very nice to see Coach come out like that in the first half. So Minneapolis at the half with the lead, 21-10.
We'll be back for second half action. Well, welcome back as we prepare for the second half. The Lions will kick off as they received the kick in the first half. Let's hope that, I've been fairly impressed with the Lions defense. The Lions defense has kind of continued on where they ended up last week against the Lions high school squad, playing pretty impressive ball. They did have a 30-yard score getaway from him by Winholtz. He's a pretty good runner. But overall, the Lions defense has been quite impressive, making some stops against Russell. And let's hope that continues here in the second half, because we're going to need to shut down that rushing offense. They have had some passing attempts. Most of them have not been close to being completed, and we hope that continues in the Lions' favor here in the second half. And we've had some success rushing the ball, along with the 2 surprise touchdown passes. We need to rush the ball effectively to keep this win sealed. Would have been nice to have gotten another touchdown on one of those drives, but the Bronco defense stepped up at the right time, made their stops that they needed. And I take that back. Russell is going to kick off. To start the second half. Minneapolis will defend the north goal. So we'll be going into the wind, what wind there is, just like we did in the first half, though the wind is far less than it was to start the game. Temperature has fallen to 84, so it's down 3 degrees since the start of the game. And here is the kick. It's a squibber. Taken by
Derek Friel.
Did a good job. That was kind of a squibber ball that took a weird bounce at the end, so he did a good job of tracking that down.
That's interesting. They had kicked to start the game.
Yeah,
we must have won the toss and declined. So, deferred. So that's interesting.
I fully expected him to get the ball to start the half.
I did too. Minneapolis will take over at the 32-yard line to start this second half. Full backfield for Brubaker. Keating is the halfback. Ooh, high snap to go to Keating. Keating will get it up. Gain of maybe 1 on the play.
We fooled them with passes in the first half. Our ability to fool them in the second half, second quarter of that half was not as well. They were looking for it a little bit better. So we've got to keep our running game being effective.
Yeah. Second down and 9 here. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. And they will go into McCulloch, and McCulloch gets to the 35-yard line, a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll bring up a third down and 7.
Every time I look at their defense and see that little linebacker out there, I just am amazed.
He's a tough fighter, though. My gosh.
He has to be at that size.
So, shocking for Brubaker. And they will go to Thomas, and he's not going to get anywhere. And he will be hit for a loss of maybe 1 on the play. So we'll bring up a 4th down. So
we get 2 yards out of 3 tries. And the punt.
We're going to punt. So it's our first punt of the night. Thomas standing at about a 22-yard line. Good snap. Ooh, about bringing right in, kicked right in the back of his own player. And, a nice block to the outside. Oh, no, he's got a little room out there. Trayvon Thomas knocks him backwards. Trayvon, the punter, gets him all the way. Nice job. And a penalty flag right there as DJ Green just gets absolutely leveled. And we're going to have a penalty flag right there.
It's at the 46 of Russell.
That is a huge penalty, and I didn't see it, but DJ was hit hard.
Personal foul on the Broncos.
I talked to somebody I know from Russell, and he said they have self-imploded today with penalties. Lack of discipline. So, big penalty right there, and that's going to back them up. 15 from that spot. So nice job. DJ Green, I just got leveled back there. So
the ball is going to be marked at their 31. So if DJ's all right, we came out of that smelling like a rose as far as field position is concerned.
Tyson Villapandos crosses in. Nice job, and they get him in the backfield as both Williamson and Villapando both get in there from the linebacker spot, and they drop him for a loss of 1. Nice job by the linebackers. 2 inside linebackers did a great job of crashing on that, Dale, and they both were rewarded. A sophomore and a junior right there, Dale. That's exciting to see.
Yes, it is. 2 very effective linebackers for the Lions.
Twins to the right, 1 to the left. They blitz again. They fake the handoff. And, misses the tackle right there. Another tackle. He's got 1 man to beat, Brendan, and he's going to take him down. Brendan Strickler saves the touchdown right there. Nice job by Minneapolis as they saved the touchdown as Brendan does a great job of chasing him down, but a big run right there, Dale. And I didn't even see.
Gets to the 27-yard line.
Where was he at?
Wow.
He was probably at the 30.
Yes.
About 43-yard run. What numbers are quarterback again?
4.
So big run right there, first down. We had him pinned. They are going to pass. They have and they get the pass completion, but he's taken down by Flegler. Nice job by Flegler. Gain of about 5 on the pass completion. Second down and 6 coming up here. 8:22 left to go here in the first half. Broncos in Minneapolis territory at the 23-yard line. Shotgun formation. They will hand off the halfback, and he goes right up the side. Oh, ball's on the ground.
We have it.
If he came back on it, I don't know if he did or not. And there's a flag that comes out. He comes out of it, but there is a flag.
I thought I saw a white shirt on it.
McKinney came up with it. We'll see what they do. Minneapolis ball. Well, let's see here.
Another personal foul.
Another personal foul.
Wow.
And does Minneapolis?
First turnover of the night.
Wow. And another personal foul. That gives Minneapolis great field position at the 37-yard
personal
line.
Foul on the Broncos tonight.
Wow. Big turnover right there by Minneapolis. A great job by Minneapolis to fall on that. And then a late personal foul, as I'm assuming he came in with a helmet-to-helmet in the huddle.
Moves it out to the 37.
Minneapolis with their second possession of the half. One to the right, one to the left. Shocking for Brubaker. 2 in the back, 3 in the backfield. And they're going to go to Villalpando, and Tyson's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Bronco defense has figured out something about our running attack.
And they've got their safety playing really, really deep. Their safety is kind of out of every play, so.
They don't want us to get behind him again.
Yeah.
We burned them twice on that.
(21-10) here. 7:33 left to go in the third quarter.
Their safety valve.
One to the right, one to the left. Keating is your halfback. And they flush out the option right there, and they take Brubaker down for a loss of 3 on the play. So you're right, Dale. Their defense has figured something out on us right now. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 13.
Between the 33 and 34-yard line.
Broncos on the defensive side have done a nice job here in the second half. Minneapolis was able to stop them on from a turnover. Minneapolis has it here, 3rd and 13. Drops back, he's going to look to pitch. He doesn't. Brubaker keeps it himself, and he is leveled. Gain of maybe 1 on the play will bring up a 4th down.
Gets it to the 35. 4th and 12.
So Minneapolis will have to punt again.
Clock is down to 6:05 to go here in the third quarter.
Thomas to punt. We were not set. Oh, and we missed the tackle right there. Nice job by their recovery. They will move it forward 5 more yards. We'll see, unless they decline the penalty. The ball right now sits at the 44-yard line.
It should have been automatic, I think.
Legal procedure is the call against the Lions. They're going to decline it, and the Broncos will take over at the 44-yard line. Yeah,
we sent in a player late, and they weren't set as the ball was snapped.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So the Broncos come out at their 44. 5:45 to go in the third quarter.
Broncos with twins to the right. They will hand off that halfback out there. Oh, nice job by the Lions. Great job by Flegler and Villalpando as they crash in and they drop him for a loss.
Flegler turned it in and Villalpando finished him off.
Loss of 2. Nice job. .5:23 left to go. So Dale, all the scoring was in the first quarter, is that correct?
No, we scored in the second quarter, that Thomas run.
That's right. I couldn't remember. That's right, because it was down here. I forgot about that. Twins to the left, one to the right. They send one in motion, and they will fake the handoff to him. Quarterback keeps it himself, comes up the gut. Man, he is quick coming up, and a hard runner, and he will have the first down. We had him at the 50, Dale, and he ran right through that and gets the first down. A gain of about 12 on that.
Faked at the two different backs and then kept the keeper up the center. Quarterback draw, I guess you call it.
Broncos will send two to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation for Winholtz. This time he's going to hand it off.
Suchi, 45.
And he will be hit at the 40, a gain of about 3. So the Russell Broncos, they're getting some push on our defensive front, and have gotten some yards that they were not getting in the second quarter. We've done a nice job of shutting them down in the second quarter. They are powering ahead here in the third quarter, 4:18 in Minneapolis territory at the 40. Trips to the left-hand side, one to the right. Drops back. He's going to be a quick little pass to the outside. And
defender fell down.
And we fell down, and he's going to have all the way down to the 10-yard line. And that will be enough for a first down, a 30-yard pass completion. Brubaker with the tackle. Big pass completion right there, Dale. Actually, 28-yard pass completion. So
they're at the Minneapolis 12, 1st and 10. So they can get a first down without scoring.
Twins to the right, one to the left. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He goes up the gut, still on his feet, and Thomas hits him straight up, but he still lumbers forward. A gain of about 9, should be on probably 10. It's going to be enough for a first down, Dale.
Yeah, the umpire standing at about the 1.5. Lines judge down the way. First and goal.
First and goal. Minneapolis up 21-10, but the Broncos are knocking on our door, Dale. And the quarterback's keeping it himself, and he's going to be in there.
No
looking
signal
at it
yet from the officials. There
Touchdown, yeah.
Winholtz with the 1-yard score. 2-yard, actually.
Yep.
We're not sitting in the middle of Minneapolis fans, as you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's we need to see if we can get power on our side. So they will come in to kick the extra point, and we've got too many people on the field. And it is up, and it is good. 21-17. As Minneapolis still holds on the lead, but it's only 4 right now. As the Broncos score.
Score at the 3:21 mark of the third quarter. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Russell, Kansas. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Oshman, as the Broncos will kick off. Last time it went to Derek Friel at about the 35-yard line on a little squib kick.
Well, the Lions need to get something untracked on their offense.
Yeah.
Need to chew up some clock and get a score. Keep the lead.
And it's kicked to Thomas at the 15-yard line. Trayvon Thomas is going to have a run back, and he's going to get it up to about the 32-yard line. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas.
Gets to the 31-yard line where the Lions take over.
So Minneapolis will have their third possession, Dale. So far, we've been 3 and out both times. With actually no
very little positive yard.
one positive yard. So Broncos have tightened up their defense. Brubaker pitches the outside.
Oh!
Keating catches it, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It got through his hands. He had to turn around and grab that ball out of the air.
And they're going to spot him. They're going to spot him a yard back, so a loss of 1. Wow. Loss of 2, they call it.
We've been having to go to the outside, and that's not our strength necessarily. So they've been kind of bottling us up here inside. Second and 11.
Brubaker in the shotgun. And they will go to McCulloch, I believe. Nope, Keating. Keating, and he will pick up 2 back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third and, they gave him a little more yardage. 3rd and 9.
So 3rd and 9 coming up here. We had some success, and I missed that completely, Dale.
Brubaker with the carry. Gets a yard. Gonna make it 4th and 8 from the 34. We've dropped back to punt. So the Bronco defense has been doing well here this half.
They have. Good snap. And a good job by DJ Green with a great tackle right there. They're up back. Their guy came up and picked it up on the bounce, a knuckleball. And DJ Green drops him at the 42. Great return catch right there by Broncos, but an even better tackle by DJ Green.
It's fortunate for the Broncos he was able to take that ball because that would have bounced away had it hit the ground.
So 21-17, 1:26 left to go here in the third quarter. Minneapolis with the 4-point lead, but the Broncos have really done a well job of moving the ball here in the third quarter. They fake the handoff, and they're going to pass. And it's over the top of Green, and luckily he's taken down by a big pass completion right there as he goes from the 43 all the way down to the 10-yard line, a 53-yard pass completion.
DJ Green had a beat on it, just couldn't quite be tall enough to make that interception.
Luckily, touchdown was saved by Minneapolis, and there's an injured player for Minneapolis.
It's the 14-yard line. Is that Thomas?
Not sure who that is. So
it's like a leg cramp or something, possibly.
Big pass completion. So Dale, let's go ahead and take a break here, and we'll as they have the injury timeout. So
Injured player was DJ Green. They stretched out his calf. He is leaving under his own power, limping just slightly, but looks like he's probably okay. Trayvon Thomas came in to replace him. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos from the line 14. Threatening again are the Broncos.
Broncos come up right here.
They self-imploded for a while, but it's been a while now.
Yeah, they've done a much better job here in the third quarter. Nice job by the Lions right there.
Villapando shot the gap. Flagler in on it. And 52. Williamson.
I'll tell you, Dale, that was a big pass completion.
Loss of 2 yards.
By the Broncos.
Yes, it was.
Something we did not see out of them in the first half. They had 1 for 4 passing. They are 3 for 3 with about 90 yards here in the second half. Twins to the left and one to the right.
Second and 12.
Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Goes to the outside and cuts back in. Wow. And he gets all the way down, close to a first down. Matter of fact, I think he will have the first down.
Yes, he does.
Williamson with the tackle for Minneapolis, but not until they get the first down. Ball is on the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3. Clock expires into the third quarter. Lions leading the Broncos
21-17. We'll be right back. You're listening to Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be right back.
Well, the Lions have led throughout most of the game. Need to see if we can suck it up and maintain this lead. First and goal from the 3 for the Broncos on the near hash mark.
Second time they've been down here. Last time they just walked it in from the spot. We'll see if the quarterback keeps it himself again. And he does. And they just, I'll tell you, Dale, and they did. And he walked it right in. We are not pushing them back at all. They are having their way with that interior line. A 3-yard, just let his offensive line push his way in. Touchdown for the Broncos.
Windholt scores his 3rd touchdown of the night. At the 11:52 mark, puts them up 23-21. They'll line up for the PAT kick.
And it's up, and it's
off. It's off.
No good.
Off to the left.
So 23-21, the Broncos have the lead. Oh, there's a penalty flag. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Too many men on the field.
Well, against the Lions, so
they will re-kick.
Broncos get another chance.
So they will line it up to kick it again. I bet he doesn't miss this time. And the snap. And it's up, and that time it is good. So
26.
Broncos take 24-21 lead.
We'll be back with kickoff.
Welcome back to Russell, Kansas, as Minneapolis falls behind for the second time tonight, 24-21. We were able to come back and answer after we fell behind the first time. We'll see how we react this time.
The Lions scored 2 unanswered touchdowns. Now the Broncos have done the same.
And they will be back is Thomas and Hawk as they look towards the area of Hawk and Peschel. And they kick it on the ground, and Levi Osherman falls on it at the 26-yard line. So the knuckleball grounder is picked up by Levi.
The Lions now have the wind at their back. We'll start at their 26.
.26-yard line to start here the fourth quarter. 11:51 right in the fourth quarter. Green as well as Sanders, the receivers. And they go to Villapando, and
that little linebacker was right there. Was that him?
No, I don't think it was. No, it wasn't. The little linebacker's right there.
76, the player who got the tackle. Was in the backfield, the lineman.
I think the little linebacker's calling the plays, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So no gain.
2nd and 10.
And they fake the pitch, and oh my gosh, Dale, that is just absolutely nothing. Brubaker this time had no gain, and so we're just not having any luck running the ball right now, Dale.
Loss of a yard, 3rd and 11 coming up. The Broncos defense has stepped up and doing their job well here in this 2nd half.
One to the right, one to the left. Shotgun formation for Brubaker. Thomas is the halfback. Drops back to pass. Throws it up in the air. Has Green, and it's incomplete.
Covered by 2 defenders.
And we're gonna punt again.
Pretty good pass, just well
nice
defended.
Nice pass. Good coverage though by the Broncos. That was probably one of the best passes I've seen by Brubaker. A nice tight spiral right to him, but he had good. Nice punt right there.
Woo.
Nice punt. Great punt, and it's going to be returned by number 10 at about the 15-yard line. Block in the back, no call. Oh, you're kidding me. And we've got an injured player down there.
We come up with the ball.
And there's a fumble. We've got an injured player too.
We got a couple guys down.
Minneapolis recovers, and I don't know.
I don't believe it.
A great punt, and now we've got 2 guys down. DJ Green gets leveled again, and I don't know who the other guy is for Minneapolis, but 2 guys.
And there was officially was a fumble?
Yes, there was. There was, and Minneapolis recovered, yep.
Wow. 2nd turnover of the night on the Broncos here, both in the 2nd half. First one was deep in our territory. This was deep in theirs. And 2 Minneapolis players down.
Wow.
Within 2 yards of each other.
Yeah, DJ Green went down first.
Now DJ's kneeling.
Yeah.
There's 2 players on the ground other than him, isn't there? I can't tell if there's another player behind DJ. DJ's kneeling there. Maybe they're just working on his calf. I guess that's it. Oh, there's a Russell player down too. Okay. I knew there was another body back there.
So DJ Green being checked out. I still don't know who the other Minneapolis player is that's being checked out by their staff. The Russell player gets up and kind of is going to hobble off a little bit. Still unsure here who the player is for the Lions. Well, Dale, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with updates on who it is. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to Russell, Kansas. Jace McKinney is the injured player. Is the great sign by the Minneapolis young men to get in the huddle and be praying for this young man right there. And Dale, I don't know if you can focus in on that, but just a nice sight there. I saw Jace's hands move, so it's a good sign.
We hope this is more precautionary than anything else. They're bringing out the backboard to put under him, try to move him as little as possible to take him over to the ambulance, have him checked out.
So they're really talking to him about not moving. Like I said, I did see his hands move. So
going to immobilize him as much as possible until they can get him thoroughly checked out at the hospital. In case there happens to be any neck injuries.
Trying to look over to see. I see his dad standing by the sidelines over there. Can't see where his mom's at, but I'm sure Damon and Les we cover your prayers right now.
We'll be back. Okay, they've got Jace strapped onto the board now. They're going to carefully lift him and the board up onto the gurney and take him off to either the Russell Hospital or to Hayes.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one they'll go to, but
I would imagine they go to Russell for an initial check over.
I would think they would too. So
they're going to have the X-ray equipment and all the rest to make some initial analysis.
As they will. I don't know who the white shirts are, but they were quickly out there for the Russell Broncos.
The one guy in the khaki pants, I'm assuming must be a physician. He's got a hat on.
Yeah,
he came out later.
He did, and he was really working on watching over DJ Green.
He's the one that called over the ambulance.
Yeah, so
personnel.
So hopefully everything is okay. It's just for precautionary reasons, we hope and we pray. But Jace McKinney is the injured player for the Lions.
God be with you, Jace. You have our prayers. After all that, the Lions will have the ball at the 32-yard line of the Broncos after that fumble recovery. And I would imagine that Jace was in the middle of that.
Yeah, I would imagine so too.
Jace has had a very impressive year so far in these first 4 games. And offense and defense, but especially on defensive play and the defensive line. The Lions 1st and 10.
They will come out as I imagine Quinn. It looks like Quinn Egbarts comes in for Jace. Oh, and we fumble the ball. McCulloch did not have it in his gut. He does land on it, but he is going to lose a yard on the play.
2nd 11 from the 33 of Russell.
Ball at the 33-yard line, Russell territory. Russell's given us an opportunity here, Dale. We've just got to figure out a way to capitalize. Oh,
intercepted.
And it's intercepted. And one man to beat, and a nice job by Flegler as he did some from behind. Kobe Flegler chases him down. Return. Wow.
Lions have their first turnover.
Wow, big interception by, I don't know who that was, number 7. Nope.
They get into Minneapolis territory at the 41.
Cole Schroeder, a sophomore. A big interception right there. Big saving touchdown tackle by Flegler. So Russell now has it in Minneapolis territory at the 41. Quarterback keeps it himself.
Winholtz gets a yard maybe.
No gain on the play. We'll bring up a second down. Second down and 10 for the Broncos at the Minneapolis 41. Quarterback in a shotgun is Winholtz. He hands it off to the halfback. He gets around the outside.
Suchi.
And
gets the first down. Sanders with the tackle.
Enough for a first down, a gain of 11 on the play. Broncos have really been able to move the ball against us here in the second half, Dale.
Yes, they have owned the half.
They have. We did a great job in the first half, but they have really done a nice job in the second half.
I fumbled the ball.
Ball's on the ground. And I don't know. Minneapolis is saying we got it. And we do. Nice job.
Incredible.
We get another fumble recovery.
Incredible. Their third turnover. Third fumble.
Wow, Dale. Big recovery right there by the Lions.
Why is the clock moving? The referees see it and they're stopping it.
Well, that's because we're in Russell. It's a home clock, man. What do you expect? Happens when we're in Minneapolis. We want to make sure we have the home. You want to make sure you have the clock advantage. So they are going to make him put time back on the clock, and they do. So
it's 8:24 mark. The Lions take over on their own 29. 24-21 score, Russell. And Brubaker gets flushed to the right.
Cuts out. Nice job by Brubaker. He breaks out of one. Nice job as he's going to have the first down. Nice job by Brubaker. Brubaker's longest run of the night, and it's 15 yards. Nice job by Brubaker. That's our first down of the second half, Dale.
Yes, it is.
Brubaker was looking to pass, and he was flushed out of the pocket, and he scrambled ahead. Nice job. So I'll tell you, that's impressive by the Russell EMTs. They send another ambulance here.
Well, they have to leave one.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's
replace the one leaving.
Impressive that they could do that. And Keating is dropped in the backfield for a loss, and they are just at will on this deal. They are getting in on us all night long. So
Keating is slow to get up.
So Thomas will come in for Keating.
Keating limps off. Little ankle tweak maybe.
So Minneapolis will come back. Lord, once again, we lift up Chase McKinney as he is taken by ambulance.
Well, they are not taking off with flashing lights.
No, they're not.
That's
a good sign. So shotgun formation for Brubaker. Drops back, has some time, throws it up in the air, just overthrows
Lane
Sanders.
Lane Sanders. The second 10. Clock stops at 7:19.
24-21 Broncos with the lead. Minneapolis has not scored since
third
the
12,
second quarter.
Yeah, the last time we scored was at 10:57 in the second quarter.
One to the right, one to the left for the Lions. Brubaker in a shotgun. The halfback is
Thomas, the ball carrier.
and he is dropped for a loss. So
gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe. They have figured out something on our run.
Yeah, they have. They have definitely.
Offense. They did drop him another yard. 4th and 12 coming up. 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
I think we got too many people out there. And we're going to call timeout. So, yep, all confused there. They got too many people out there, and they call timeout. So,
24-21, Russell here with 6:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be back. Okay, the timeout's over. It's a punting situation for the Lions. Snapping the ball from their 42.
They get the right personnel out there. And Thomas to punt, standing about his own 31-yard line. Oh, low snap. They've got people coming after him. He's going to go ahead and run for it. He comes up, he breaks one tackle. He's going to have a first down and more. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas. Breaks another tackle, still on his feet. He's getting all the way down to the 24-yard line. Oh my gosh. Trayvon Thomas gets all the way down after a busted play, Dale, and gets all the way down there. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas with a big run right there. So
looked like disaster.
So a gain of about 33 on that run. Wow. That was on a broken play. Nice job by Thomas.
To the 28 of Russell. Lions need a touchdown.
6:11 left to go here in the ball game. And they hand it off to
Sanders over the left side. Gets 2 or 3.
Sanders gains about 3 as they've had to put a couple different people in at halfback, and as Keating apparently is still hobbling.
He's hobbling over on the sideline, trying to walk off his little ankle bugaboo. Ball's at the 25, 2nd and 7. So obviously the ankle is tender for Evan Keating.
2nd and 7 coming up here. A nice little run there.
Thomas, the tailback.
And they hand it off to Brendan Stricker, and he gets the first down. Nice job by Brendan as he gets up to the 15-yard line. Nice job by the junior Brendan Stricker. I told you that he's been having some real success, and he does right there. Good job by the Lions.
The right up back in that fully loaded pistol. Gets it to the 15, 1st and 10. So the Lions can get another first down without scoring. Should they need it.
Brubaker in a shotgun. They will go to Thomas, and they this time read it nicely there. He will get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Yep, they'll give him 1. Not 2nd and 9 from the 14.
2nd and 9 coming up here, and it's, as you said, ball on the 14, 15-yard line. Minneapolis will come back to the line of scrimmage here. Flegler to the right, Sanders to the left. And they keep it. Brubaker keeps it himself, goes in and slips on the grass.
Out to the 9.
Down to the 9. Nice job by Brubaker, and he will gain about 5 on the play. Looked at the pitch, and he gets it down to about the 4-yard line. Excuse me, 9-yard line. So a gain of 5.
3rd and a long 4 coming.
Minneapolis trying to pull one out for Jace McKinney. Digging deep for the Lions. Brubaker. They will go to Thomas. Thomas, oh my goodness. Absolutely
drilled.
They read that one.
He might have got to the 10 before he got drilled.
Lost 1 on the play.
They do give him forward progress to the 10. 4th and 5, if not 6. Good 6.
They're going to try to kick a field goal.
Like I said, if we had a field goal kicker, we should try the field goal.
They're going to try it. So as they put Villapando will try to kick the field goal.
Be a 26-yarder.
Oh,
way over the head.
don't fall on it.
McKinney was the long snapper.
I don't even know who our long snapper was.
It was McKinney, I think.
It was clearly high and over his head, and it was.
So the Broncos are going to take over at their 35 with 3:03 left.
So we had it all the way down to the 9-yard line, and the Broncos take over. Minneapolis needs to dig deep and find something right here on the defensive side. Quarterback keeps it himself, goes off the right side. Missed the tackle, and the quarterback takes it all the way down to the 38-yard line as he goes from the 35 to the 38, a gain of 28.
We're going to mark it at the 36 and a half. We somehow figured out how to keep him in track in the first half. Second half has been a different story.
Yeah.
Did have the 30-yard touchdown in the first quarter, but other than that, we somehow figured out something. But that's gone.
Yep.
He keeps
Quarterback
it again.
keeps himself, and he goes up the gut, and he's going to have another 8 on the carry. So, and the 2:17 left to go in the ball game, and Russell is marking it all the way down the field. A gain of 8 and maybe 9, and they have a timeout call.
The clock is stopped with 2:17 remaining in the fourth. Broncos on the drive. We'll be back. Okay, they just measured to see if it was the first down, and these inches short. So it'll be a 2nd and 1 officially from the 27-yard line of Minneapolis. During that timeout when the measurement occurred.
Shotgun formation for the Broncos. He's kept the ball a lot tonight, and he's going to keep it again. He's going to have a touchdown. So, and he runs it all the way in from the 27-yard line, and that kind of seals the deal for them right there, Dale.
Big gaping hole on the right. His 4th touchdown of the night.
Well, tough one right there as quarterback just kept it and went. Once again, we are too many people on the field. Just mistake after mistake tonight. So that was through the. And the second half has not been good for us as the Russell Broncos take the 10-point lead, 31-21 here with 2:09 left to go in the ball game.
We'll be back. 3 touchdowns here for the Broncos in the second half. Gives them the 31-21 lead.
Broncos
4 straight touchdowns by their quarterback Winholtz.
Yeah, he has been a load. Is he a senior?
Yes.
So, Broncos to kick off. And they will kick it on the ground. It's picked up by Trayvon Thomas, and Trayvon gets it up to about the 35-yard line, 36-yard line.
So with 2:03 remaining in the fourth quarter, your Lions trail by 10, 31-21. They've been outscored 21 points. And since the second quarter.
As the shotgun formation, a little bit different look in the backfield. Drops back to pass is Brubaker. He's flushed out of the pocket. And he's dropped for loss. And a flag.
Might have been spearing. The bobbled snap again. Flag is at 35.
Personal foul. Yep, spearing.
On the Broncos.
And is he ejected? Or just taken out? Number 14 for the Broncos. How about 14? 17.
Yes.
17. Isaac Guzman. So
Third first down for the Lions by penalty. All of them personal fouls.
Yeah, they have had a ton of personal fouls. It's too bad that
the Broncos have lost 3 fumbles and have had a lot of personal fouls, but somehow have managed to get the upper hand here in the second half.
Brubaker drops back to pass, throws it
over McCulloch's head.
Incomplete. So bring up a second down and 10 for the Lions. Yet to have a pass completion here in the second half. Drops back, flushed out of the pocket. And he will get out of bounds. Gain of maybe 4 on the play.
Gets into the Bronco territory at their 48. Clock stops at 1:43. 3rd and 7. It almost looked like on that play like Brubaker looked to hand it off to somebody who wasn't there.
Yeah. 1:43 left. One received the right, one the left. Drops back to pass. Once again flushed out of the pocket. And he is just not getting any time back there. And honestly, I don't know that the receivers are going to their routes.
He gets to the 50. That's going to make it 4th and 9.
Shotgun formation once again, 120. On 4th and long, drops back. Brubaker's going to keep it. He's to the outside, cuts back in. He'll have the first down. Nice job by Brubaker. Nice job by Brubaker, a gain of 13. Brubaker gets a first down, and at the 110 stops the clock until they get the chains set. Brubaker drops back. He's going to try to pass again. Flushed out of the pocket again. Cuts it back in.
Oh. Cut back to a lot of white shirts. Then a blue shirt came through. Thought for a second he might have the opportunity to get away.
So 48 seconds left.
2nd and about 16. Clock is running at 40 seconds. Legler comes off.
Drops back. And the pass is complete, but it's dropped for a loss. Villapando, a loss of.
Linebacker read it, or corner, one of the two.
And Tyson is shaken up now.
Grasping at his knee. That's not good. Once you stop the clock at 23 seconds.
And
we'll be back.
Yep.
that is up and is going to be helped off the field. He's limping. He's not hoisting the leg. So he's walking under his own power. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. 23 seconds left, 3rd and 17 here. We have got banged up tonight, Dale.
Yes, we have.
Keating is injured on the sidelines. Now Tyson is injured on the sidelines. Jace McKinney was taken, and the clock is running. 16 seconds. Drops back to pass.
Gets it to Sanders.
Completion. Pass is complete.
It was a long way to go. I think he just got back to the first down mark.
The ball game.
He did. It's to the 40. And that's going to be the end of it. 31-21 the final. The Broncos with the 21-point comeback win over the Lions. And we'll show you the scoreboard a little later. I have fans to our immediate left that want to stretch and enjoy the victory. 4 touchdowns by Windholtz. After the 26-yard field goal by Ewers to start the night for them in scoring.
Just had an update on Jace McKinney. Sent his dad a text, and his dad says, feeling is everywhere, moving everything. He has some pain in his neck. He is answering questions and is coherent. So that is good news.
That's good. That's good.
Really
Well,
good news, so.
The pain in the neck, I'm sure, had them concerned, and they wanted to get that checked out, and that's why they immobilized them to move them. So that's good to know. But the Broncos, congratulations, come back and score 21 unanswered points in the second half. They dominated. They shut down the Lions' rushing game that was looking good in the first half and come away with the 31-21 win to go to even their record at 2-2, and Minneapolis drops to 1-3.
Well, Dale, a tough night. We had so many positives and not the real cleanest football game. Of course, I need to kind of be quiet on this side, but I was disappointed in the some of the personal fouls and some of the play, but tough one, tough loss of the Lions. We just couldn't get it going in the third quarter. We did have some positives in the fourth quarter. We just couldn't get it going in the third quarter. So, Dale, I don't know if we're going to be allowed on the field, but I'm going to go ahead and.
All right, go right ahead. Minneapolis
comes up short tonight, Dale, and I don't have much for stats as far as yardage. Just not a lot of positive on the yardage. I had a big run by Trayvon Thomas on a broken play. Brendan Stricker had a nice run, but really that's about it. Brubaker finally had a 13-yard run. Not much. It was really all about Russell in the second half.
It really was. They dominated offensively and defensively. First downs, I could be off, but we had 11. They had 10. Penalties, they had 7. We had 5. First down rushings, they had 9. We had 8. First downs passing, they had 2. We had zip. First downs penalties, by penalty, we had 3. They had none.
Yeah.
They really shot themselves in the foot with that. They lost 3 turnovers. We lost 1 on the interception. That they were able to survive all those turnovers and still come out with a win is a good testimony to them.
Yeah, it is.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations. And they're no slouch.
No.
I knew this. I thought we would have a chance at this, and we did.
We were in it for quite a while.
We were. So.
Well, thanks, Scott, and thanks for listening, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the game, and the Minneapolis Lions host Southeast Saline next Friday. Come out and cheer them on if you can. With that, thanks as always for having us in your home. Good night.
And God bless.
Scott Usherman and Dale Leach.